Welcome to Sports Choke News and Update. Please subscribe to get notified whenever we drop our latest update on transfers and football related. Bayern Munich's Max Eberl maintaining contact with Xavi Simons. Christopher Nkunku. The focus for Bayern right now is on Nick Woltemade and Luis Diaz, but Eberl is keeping all doors open. The fibula injury to Jamal Musiala added a lot more impetus to Bayern Munich needing to make the right signings in the attacking area of the pitch this summer. Losing Musiala for an extended period of time feels like salt rubbed in the wound of having already lost out on Florian Wirtz to Liverpool, but there is still plenty of time left in this summer's transfer window. Right now, Liverpool FC winger Luis Diaz are at the top of Bayern's transfer wish list, though both of the selling clubs are driving hard bargains. Stuttgart had already come out and said they wouldn't want to let Woltemade go for anything less than €100 million, and Bayern's first offer of around €40 million was swiftly rejected by the Swabians. To add to that, Stuttgart sporting director Fabian Wohlgemuth has recently said he feels the striker will stay with the club beyond this summer despite the striker having expressed his desire to leave for Bayern, a logical next step in his career. For Diaz, Liverpool are maintaining their stance that the player is not for sale this summer for any price. As such, per information from Sky Germany journalist Florian Plettenberg, via Ademia San Mia, Bayern board member for Sport Max Eberl is keeping contact with both RB Leipzig's Xavi Simons and Chelsea's Christopher Nkunku. The pair of wingers have also been linked with potential moves to Bayern this summer in the club's laundry list of transfer targets after the Wirtz to Liverpool move finally became official. As things stand with Diaz and Woltemade, Simons and Nkunku are considered to be alternative options, though either would likely be cheaper than Diaz or Woltemade. Nkunku's contract with Chelsea runs through June 2029 and he is currently valuated at around €35 million, while reports have suggested €60 million would be the sweet spot for RB Leipzig for Simons to potentially be sold to Bayern. His contract with Die Roten Bullen runs through June 2027, so he could be entering the final year of his contract by the end of next season. Leipzig could feel now is a good time to sell him if they can get the $60 million or more. Bayern Munich make transfer inquiry for RB Leipzig's Xavi Simons. Bayern Munich have inquired about signing RB Leipzig's Xavi Simons. The 22-year-old Netherlands international has told Leipzig that he wishes to leave the club this summer, despite having joined permanently from Paris Saint-Germain for €50 million in January 2025. Simons scored 10 goals in 25 Bundesliga appearances last season, despite Leipzig recording a 7th-place league finish and failing to qualify for European football next season. There are yet to be any negotiations between Bayern and Leipzig, but the player has expressed his belief that he is ready to take the next step in his career, having spent 2 seasons at Red Bull Arena, initially on loan deals. While not a direct response to the injury suffered by Jamal Musiala against PSG at the Club World Cup, which is expected to keep him out for at least 4 months, the club are pursuing attacking reinforcements. Bayern missed out on primary target Florian Wirtz, who chose to move to Liverpool, and also on Spain international winger Nico Williams, who opted to renew his contract with Athletic Club. Interest in Liverpool's Luis Diaz has been met with the Premier League club's insistence that the Colombia international is not for sale at any price. Simons, who can play as an attacking midfielder or out wide, could theoretically cover both positions for Bayern, potentially solving 2 problems. In addition, with Leroy Sané having left the club to join Galatasaray on a free transfer, Mathys Tel being sold to Tottenham earlier in the summer, and Serge Gnabry now a year away from the end of his contract, he would add depth to a department which suddenly looks shallow ahead of the new season. A former Barcelona youth player, Simons joined PSG in 2019 and progressed through the club's youth academy. He went on to make 11 first-team appearances for the French side. He joined PSV for the 2022-23 season before returning to PSG after the French side triggered their buyback clause. He then joined Leipzig on loan in the summer of 2023. The loan move was extended in the summer of 2024 before the German club exercised a pre-agreed option to sign him permanently for an initial €50 million, £41.8 million, $52 million, in January 2025. In his 2 seasons in Germany, Simons has established himself as one of Europe's most exciting young talents, scoring 21 goals and providing 23 assists in 76 games. He helped his side win the German Super Cup in the summer of 2023 with a 3-0 win over Bayern Munich. Last season injuries limited Simons to just 33 appearances in all competitions, but the versatile midfielder still notched 11 goals and 8 assists. Bayern Munich are reportedly interested in signing Arsenal winger Gabriel Martinelli this summer. There has been no indication for Arsenal selling the Brazilian, and no need either, as the Gunners are in a good position to fund their summer transfer business without making big sales. However, Mikel Arteta does want to sign a winger, and they have been linked to adding Real Madrid's Rodrigo, who is expected to cost around £70 million, which would plunge Martinelli's future into uncertainty. The Brazil international made 51 appearances last season for the Gunners, scoring 10 goals and providing 6 assists, and has been a reliable starter for Arteta for the past few seasons. However, according to Sky Sports, Bayern Munich want to sign the 24-year-old, and so there is a chance that Arsenal could sell him this summer, which would come as a surprise to many. Martinelli's contract is due to expire in June 2027, so it would be a good time to sell, seeing as next summer, he will have just 1 year left on his contract. It is not understood yet as to how much Arsenal would want for the winger, or if they would be willing to sell him in the first place. But either way, there is interest from the Bundesliga giants. His estimated market value is around €55 million, £47 million. Please don't forget to subscribe to get notified whenever we drop our latest update on transfers and football related.